Hi everybody, welcome to Materia D&D, where we play D&D our way, and sometimes we play it on off days. So we didn't play yesterday, so we moved it over to today, Saturday, November 23rd of the year 2024. Not that that really matters, but hey, we're here, we're playing. I got at least my main core group based on, life and how things are going for us. So the Crass Menagerie, we're picking up the story, like I said, in session 191, where they last session were found themselves after jumping into a dark swirling void where they had seen other chaos beings come from, most specifically Slod, and these massive arms that, well, one set actually scooped up Al and well, Loon Loon, and Al held on to Loon Loon and dragged him through this gaping hole in reality, swirling dark mass. Um, Ben, Ben, having caused a chaos magic surge, found himself transformed into a pseudo planetar-like state, this celestial entity. And thanks to some of the new capabilities, he was able to see this thread of reality being raked and damaged. And he could see that, no, we need to go on the other side and, well, stop Marb from being a hero who's just gonna, protect Rock's unconscious body while the rest of the group went after Al. Ben went ahead and swooped in his larger state, picked up Rock, and just took him with him to the other side. Uh,
Sheesh.
yes, the Crass Menagerie followed this what we dubbed Benatar through this rip in the Chaos realms and found themselves on a scattered, broken landscape. And when I say scattered and broken, it was a field of stone-like structures, various sizes, some hundreds of feet long, some of them but a couple, 5, 10 feet wide, um, over a endless expanse of purplish, pinkish, white, hazy energy. Depth perception was extremely hard to make out. You couldn't tell if you were close to this horizon, this border, this boundary, or were you infinitely far away. Uh, Al found himself kind of gaining some consciousness as he was drug in with Loon Loon, separated but still close to one another. Benatar, in his new form, was able to shake off the effects of this violent interdimensional, cross-dimensional travel and found and heard the horrible roars and whines and cries and screeches and moans and any other type of sound that you can imagine a human being able to make, um, cascading and chorusing and clashing with one another some 100 feet away as Ben laid his eyes upon an entity is somewhat humanoid in form in that it had 2 legs and a torso, but everything else was wrong. It had 100 arms and 50 heads, and it was just pissed off to see anyone in its realm, in its territory, and it came running over. This was the entity that ripped Al into this reality. This chaos spawned baby Hecaton Kyries seem to engage with the Crass Menagerie, and they, with some
Very insane.
insane statistical anomaly was last session. That should have been the name of it, but
Yeah,
Benatar is
true.
such a great name for it. Um, they were flipping coins for chaos surges. Little mechanics I don't mind sharing. Every 10 attacks that this thing did, it would cause so much damage in this chaos realm that a chaos surge would occur. And this thing attacked 4 times a turn minimum, plus every legendary action allowed it to attack 4 times. So you can understand there was a lot of chaos surges. I don't think a single one went in its favor. I think we had like 7 or 8 chaos surges, and every single one went positively for the Crass Menagerie. Uh, that being said, not going over the Chaos Urges, but the Menagerie were able to deal with the Hecaton Chaos Spawn Kyries. And in that final moment, as Al used Power Word Stun, probably for the first time, I think, debilitating this entity, and then giving the guided call by Davis to strike it down, wrapping his inescapable lash around the primary large head and pulling as far hard as he could. He popped the head off, and the torso began to fall apart. The different heads and arms began to fall apart, and inside the body there was this flesh and organic matter, but there was others. There's other masses and entity, like substances, things that just didn't make sense in our reality that was making this creature function. However, this triggered a violent eruption as it exploded, expelling its energy, its potential, itself amongst the group, uh, actually fatally uh, engulfing and snuffing the life out of our Padfoot scout rogue, Cielo. However, Benatar was able to bring them back with the Planetar's ability to cast reincarnation. Um, but the group has been washed over by raw chaos in its most air quote organic form. I don't know how to explain it. But in that flash, Al came to one realization as he was ending this horribly twisted entity's life, as far as he knows. He realized what came together to spawn this thing. These were the people that were not saved in Green Hill. These were the people that ended up being sacrificed and taken to the Mad Titan, the god of chaos in Materia. And this is what the Mad Titan had created from the leftovers. So in a way, the Menagerie were able to hopefully allow these trapped and twisted souls to maybe actually find their way to the unformed maze and continue with the natural progress of death. We'll find out maybe. So with that, we will pick up with the Crass Menagerie. Cielo is back to consciousness, though looking gaunt and bleak and extremely weak. Their vibrant fur has this dull quality to it. Their eyes look heavy. Their, their mouth is dry and they're tired. Rock continues. He was just pushed along in the explosion, uh, seemingly still unconscious, though. So a few people know what is the condition for him. And we pick up with the Crass Menagerie in this broken realm of chaos. The only other thing I should say is that Marb did collect the third piece of the teleportation circle and shoved it in one of his many pockets because that's how chaos works. Exactly. So my players know something that will happen as a result to this, but this has not happened yet.
Right.
So please.
So, Adam, correct me if I'm wrong. You did say that we believe Rock has a curse on him. Is that correct?
No, no, no. You as
Yeah, you cleansed him of all
Benatar,
curses, I thought.
you cleansed them, and it didn't. You actually cleansed Marb, is what he did, and it didn't do it. Um, you were getting Marb mixed up. You were worried about removing the curse on Marb's dagger. That
Right.
was fine.
Ah,
You know,
got it.
yeah, what you're able to see, and because you didn't really do too much of a check to see it, you just basically see what you understand to be Rock's soul or something very equivalent to it, the essence of Rock or something, just tethered to his body, attached by like an invisible thread. And unfortunately, but you have the intelligence to understand that like he can't interact with you guys, and I think you guys were aware over the bond. Yeah, I will say over the bond just to make it easy. Rock doesn't understand language at this point, so communication with him is, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Can we get the hell out of here? How do we get the hell out of here?
marble. Yeah. I mean, how? Where is here? I don't think I really want to know, but um, I thought. And he looks to Rock. Wasn't Rock our ticket out of here?
Yeah, well, we have the password that we can, but we need to get back to the portal, I think, or the door.
But
Oh yeah,
that's
the emergency
no.
eject button.
But um,
I don't think he's in a state to
sorry.
help.
Yeah, I'm sorry if I don't understand, but because you guys have been working together for a while without me, but we're not where we were, right? We're somewhere else, right, guys? Where are we?
What?
Oh, well, we followed Ben in all his glory through that hole, right? I don't. This is different than where we were.
Yeah, it was a tower. Before?
Yeah,
Ugh.
Whoa, yeah. But then we went through those holes or whatever.
What?
You okay?
I look at my mace. Do you know
I
what they're
mean,
saying?
Who?
not really. I mean, do you want to hit him? You can hit him. Maybe it'll make more sense if you hit them over the head. Eh?
Mm, what?
What? What?
Okay.
See Kara's blinking a lot.
Davis, you can give me a insight check.
Sure. Insight. Oh, that was almost an 18. Only 11 total.
Mm, yeah, like what Caro said, he's seems to be blinking a lot. Like he's a little bit.
Uh, I'll just through the
There.
bond. I'll say like, Karos, hey, what's going on, man?
Oh Jesus! Sorry, there's no
But I'm
there's
also
no
staring at you as I
materia of
do it.
Jesus. What's the materia version of Jesus?
I don't know. Zeus, I guess. We'll just say, oh, Zeus. I don't know.
The beacon.
Oh,
It's basically like an expression would be like, oh, fucking 11 or oh, by the 11 or something like that.
oh, I forgot about that.
Um, and also, Marb would be like over this enormous,
Probably going to town.
staggeringly huge, like 100-foot, entity that actually did shrink significantly because one of the Chaos Surges did siphon
Right.
a bunch of stats from it. Um, though still gargantuan in size, and it's hard to explain how a entity that doesn't fundamentally make sense in like the material sense of how it would be put together, stitched together. It's it's kind of falling apart in sections. Uh, it's parts of it are rapidly decomposing while other parts are almost like turning into other substances. Some of it's becoming more like crystalline, other parts are becoming more like stone, other parts are turning to like mists and vapors. There's a whole slew of, I don't know, going on around here.
Yeah, I assume Marb is just like cutting off bits here and there and stuffing them.
Sure. If somebody wants to do that for Marv, you can give me a survival check to see if you can maybe find something that he might be able to do something with.
Ettin fingers.
Hmm.
I mean, there are a lot of fingers.
Much bigger than a net.
There are,
Yeah,
but you gotta understand.
one
Mhm.
exhaustion is -2.
Yes.
It should
Yeah.
take it into account,
Mar,
I believe,
yeah.
the way
Oh yeah,
it's
yeah.
set up.
As long as he has it on.
Right.
Does he have it? Yeah, he does. Yeah, he does. Yeah.
Ooh, that was
Let me
also
also
20 on
double
my
check.
screen. Actually, I don't see the -2.
Hmm. Yeah,
Checking
it
his
should.
effects, exhaustion.
Yeah, it should be giving him a -2, so it should be a 21 total. Still a very good roll
Okay,
for
well,
14.
Hmm.
Yeah. Um, Unfortunately, like Marv is cutting away, and or there's parts where like he'll go up, and this the shape and the form and the scale just is in a sense chaotic to this thing. There are arms on this entity that are human size. There are arms that are gargantuan. It's all kind of woven and not even woven, just like thrown together, and not even in a patchwork way. It doesn't really follow a pattern. And with the flesh of this creature going through so many shifts of material state, like I mentioned, some of it's starting to mist off, some of it's starting to turn to a liquid, some of it's starting to boil, some of it's starting to turn to stone. Every time he's cutting, he's not satisfied with what he's getting. And when he gets something, he's like finally sees something he likes, it either crumbles in his hands or in one piece, some of the flesh just sprouts 15 tendrils and just starts slithering away rapidly and just goes over the stone as he tries to reach for it. It just seems to get its own sentience. It just now is like somewhere beneath one of the boulders that you're floating on. Unfortunately, I don't think he's going to get anything of value from this entity.
Just to try and juice up Karos, I'll lay my hand on the his shoulder near his collarbone and just be like, "Hey, buddy, come on, let's go." And I'll actually do a moment of courage just for one hit dice or one merit die.
Okay, you can go for it.
But you do also get temp HP equal to, is it my whole warlord level? I forget. So 8 plus, because of tip the scales, is it half or whole?
I think it's half.
Half. So you also get 8 temp HP as well on top of the 8 actual HP. Plus you can spend a hit die if you like.
Yep.
So I get 8 HP and 8 temp HP.
Yes. Plus you can spend
Yeah.
a hit die with no con bonus if you like.
Yep.
Good.
The usual moment of courage stuff.
Yep.
Um, Benatar, what are you doing?
Basically, trying to look and see if I can see another portal, kind of like the one we used to come into this area.
Okay.
Because I'm assuming that we have to get back to the other area because that's where we first started. But then I'm also worried about when we go through, are those other creatures going to be there?
Um, go ahead. Um, because I know you have True Sight. Um, go ahead and your Benatar stats. So if yours are higher or his is higher, go ahead. The planner's is higher. Go ahead and give me an Arcana check. And if you have versatile wisdom, you could use wisdom. The way it works.
How do you use a hit die when it's not a rest?
So
if you turn on
yeah,
toggle the
The
edit
edit?
mode and then you click the cog, you can literally just then click roll a hit die.
but then you want to make sure you subtract your
No,
con.
it should subtract it. Oh, yeah, you'll have to subtract the con mod because I think it'll automatically add the con mod.
Yep, it does.
So, Adam, I have a question.
Yeah, go for it.
Benatar is the +9.
Okay.
Ben is a -1 unless the arcane initiate is kicked in and then it's a
Nope.
+10.
No, not yet, not yet.
Okay, so
Not yet.
+9.
+9. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I got you. Good question.
So you only get 2 from your hit die.
Okay.
Woohoo!
Why did it
Ooh,
give
damn.
me +5?
Well, that's your con bonus, so you need to take 5 off of it.
Yeah. The hit dice don't know.
No, I know, but I only have a +4.
Oh,
No, with your siphon, whatever, you have +5 now.
Oh,
yes.
that's right.
Yes.
I siphoned. I forgot.
Siphon
Yes.
physicality.
With the 27 Arcana, kind of looking around, seeing Ben. Sorry. So the first things you can actually see. You can actually see like you can comprehend it in this state, but you could understand like if you were just Ben, you wouldn't know what you were looking at. But you can actually see. Pon Pon, be nice. You can actually see some of the damage in this reality from this hecaton Kyrie's just going to town. It was literally striking with such chaos that it was, ripping little tears and kind of shredding little bits of this reality. And you can kind of see that it's damaged. And you understand that you could maybe take advantage of this damage to find a way back to at least some semblance of where you were, because where you were was a blend of the Chaos Realm mixing with the tower, or more specifically, the teleportation nexus.
Got
You
it.
might
So
be able to use that.
so I know Rock would probably be the best person, but he's kind of incapacitated right now. So I'll look at Al,
Yeah.
and then do
Yeah.
I
So,
realize that Al is like messed up right now?
however, yeah, you can, you have that intuitive state in the celestial form where you can quickly ascertain the physical state of someone, and as you gazed over at Rock in that one moment, um, before you switch to out, you just see Rock is just kind of floating there aimlessly like an infant, like the Nirvana baby, for example, thrown in the pool, just kind of floating around,
Got it. Got it.
flailing.
So out of game, do I realize that Al has at least one level of exhaustion?
Does he?
I don't think so.
I think I'm safe.
Marv
Yeah.
You're
has.
good. Okay.
Marv has one.
Cielo
Somebody else
has
has
Yeah.
one
2.
too. It's yellow. Yeah,
Yes,
that's what I was.
those two.
Okay.
Yeah, and technically, once you guys get Rock, I'm just gonna mark Rock so I don't forget. Technically, Rock has exhaustion too, but just so we don't forget.
Okay.
I mean, I can mark it on his
So
sheet.
I'm gonna
Please
kind
do.
of tell Al basically what you said about the tears and the rips because
Mhm.
I know that he knows something about teleportation. But I'm gonna make my way over to Rock
Sure. I'll
while
just,
I'm kind of talking to him.
yeah.
Whoa, looks like Rock's making its way over to you.
I muted him. It's fine. I didn't mean to. I hit the arrow. There you go.
Woo! Rock is floating over.
And it's hard. Just raise a hand and
That's
rock
right.
starts
Yeah.
floating.
It's like
Come to me.
my
Axio
Jedi
Axio
mind
Rock.
trick.
Yeah.
So while I'm talking to Al and explaining this to him, I'm gonna see if this works. I'm gonna try to see if I can grab the tether.
Oh, okay. Um, sure. Go ahead and give me a. We'll make it a religion check. Why not?
Okay. Let's see here. Can I guidance myself?
Yeah, you're planning on what you're doing, so sure. It'll
Okay.
take you a little bit. You guys kind of see, for most of you, you just see Benatar kind of shift over, you know, effortlessly walk over to where Rock is laying, and then mutter some words to himself and just reach out and to grasp at nothing.
Ooh, it's a little warm right now. Nice. Feels nice.
16.
Is that
That was almost a 20.
is that
But you
yeah,
you
you get more
use your
intelligence now, right?
yeah, you have way
Oh,
more
that's
intelligence.
right. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. Hold on.
So it's
Yeah,
16
it's not
Uh,
-1
plus
anymore. It's like +5 or
21.
some shit. So like it would be an
so
extra 6 or something.
add 5 more to that, so 21.
There you
21. Okay. So as you kind of go there and you see this gossamer tether, and you I need confidence or hesitation. How are
Confidence.
you? Confidence.
Confidence.
Okay.
I believe that I can, from what my studies from my brother Mort and
Mm-hmm.
his death domain,
Mm-hmm.
I believe this is the tether that gets severed before you go to see the shepherd,
Gotcha. Okay.
and that I believe that I am actually able to grab it because my brother has said in the past that this has been able to happen before when they were trying to do certain things with their rituals.
I like it.
Understood. Fair, fair. Oh, actually, one thing I forgot to do because we play with the ritual rule. I'm gonna say that the resurrection ritual, but this chaos magic would happen. I need someone to mark down for me that Cielo, now his ritual is +1. So I think he's actually been dead twice now,
Oh,
if I
okay.
remember right.
I'll
So
put it in his
the
little
Now,
biography.
now
the
remember, I
base.
did not resurrect him.
You
I
raised dead.
raised dead him.
No, no, I understand, but that's still
Okay.
Right.
resurrection magic,
I just want to
right?
make sure.
Yeah,
See,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
there's the resurrection spell, but I don't have
yeah.
access
No,
to that as the
you're good.
planetar.
No, no, just I shamelessly took Matthew Mercer's resurrection ritual rule. I fucking love it. I think it's awesome,
Oh, it's
and I
great.
think it's cool because in this state I'm gonna allow it to happen because it was just like there was no room for this ritual and it was just like in the moment. But every time you are the subject of that ritual, if you come back, the DC goes from 10 to 11 to 12 to 13 to 14 to 15 to 16. So it's harder and harder and harder for the group to bring you back. So I think Cielo should be at +2 now.
Okay,
Marb is
I'll
at
put +2.
+1 because he died that one time.
He did?
Came back. Yeah, he died and came back as the ring. That counted
Oh,
as a
did
3.
it?
That counted as a yeah.
Yes,
I thought it
yes,
prevented it.
because that's when Yarsi died as well.
Right, right. I
Yeah.
just thought the ring prevented it, but it actually
I'll
like
check my
insta
notes. I think
resurrected it.
yeah, it
Oh,
reversed it. I think
interesting.
it still counts. I'll have to check my notes. I think,
Okay. I
like,
put it on
but
his
like I know,
biography for Cielo.
yeah. But for example, like I know Jade. Remember your Kenku
Yeah,
friend, the
yeah, yeah. Oh
cartographer?
yeah, she definitely died.
She is at 11. So anyway, so okay. Uh, I'm pretty sure Cielo is at 12. He might be at 11, but I think he's at 12.
I just said his
Um,
resurrection DC is +2.
okay, cool. Thank you. Um, sorry. So yeah. So with confidence, Ben, feeling the empowerment of the beacon, however far away you may be from her, you still carry the beacon's light with you, and you reach for that gossamer thread. And as you do, and you give it a squeeze, you see Rock's form flicker in and out, and he is grasping at his soul, and it looks like you're causing him great pain. What do you do?
Okay, so I'll like release it. Interesting.
As you, he kind of, and then he just kind of looks at you, and then just starts like floating upside down, and just like just
Yeah.
Chilling.
aimlessly doing stuff. Um, with that, what was it, 21 religion? Um, you kind of get that where you're saying that this is what Mort was talking. This is different. This isn't the thread of the soul or something. He's not dead. He's just something else. So he's not dead.
I was like,
If
okay.
only we had a monk.
Yeah. Push it back in.
Get in there, stupid
Well, what I
soul.
was going to try to do was pick his body up and kind of maneuver it to where I got the string behind him and kind of push his body into it and pull his body back into his spirit back into his body.
Sure, if you want to.
No, I don't want to. I don't want to hurt him.
I got you. I got you.
Tough love, you
So,
know.
so I'll let them know this is what I'm seeing. Apparently, because of this, as I kind of motion to
Your visage.
Benatar,
Yeah.
he's right there, and I kind of point to where he is floating around, and then there's this tether going down. I kind of like follow with my finger and point to where it's coming out of it. I assume like his chest or wherever.
Yeah, yeah.
Like it's
Actually, for
tethered
him,
right there.
interesting. Ben, actually, for you, interesting enough, the tether. Now that you're actually paying attention to it on rock, it it comes. Individual threads come from each individual carapace shell or carapace scale of his shell, and it almost looks like an extension or picking up of that intricate hecaton, not hecaton, wow, Hendeka clone spell, because you guys had figured out that Rock is
And Decolite.
Decolite.
yeah, and he's kind of that clone, and that shell that but was revealed so long ago when some of you guys, the two people that spoke, weren't here as their characters, but the returned from the unformed maze, that became revealed, and it looked like scarring and that magical pattern on Rock shell. That is actually where the threads originate from. Yeah, it makes sense. Like again, Ben, you're like it should be coming from the chest because the heart, the soul
Yeah.
comes from there, and it's like coming from his back. And
Right.
each individual carapace lends a smaller gossamer thread that then wind and twist and make that connects to Rock Soul or whatever the floating mass is.
So I'm gonna say that to everyone, but I'm gonna reach down because I have the strength. I'm gonna pick Rock up.
Sure.
Is there a delay in how fast the spirit form of him moves away, or is it like instantaneous?
Delayed. We'll say it's like, as if it's like um water or something, where the wave has to catch up and hit the object, or like if you imagine kind of like in space when we see astronauts
Yep.
floating and they kind of push and then it takes a moment for it to actually take effect. Yeah, like that.
So
There's
I'm
yeah.
gonna try what I was gonna try before, but in reverse. I'm gonna take his body and push it into where his spirit is, to
Okay.
see if they'll, the natural course of them mending together would occur.
Okay. So, just to ask, is anyone doing anything, or while you're just seeing Benatar move Rock's body around and prop him upright and things?
So
Just
after Ben says, gives a little bit of an explanation, Karis kind of looks at him and says, "Wait, that's Ben?"
yeah. I mean, it's something that he turned into, but shit's crazy here, man. All sorts of bad things or weird things have happened.
And it does very much like look like Ben, just a little bit more angelic as the celestial features, just larger, and he is adorned with. Honestly, your wings can be effervescent, ethereal, like however you want to imagine your wings being. But looks like that. Oh.
Guys, I'm
Uh,
worried about Karos. I wonder if I hope he doesn't end up like Rock. I don't know. We need to get the hell out of here.
Cielo will kind of pipe up. It's like out of here would be good, but I need to be carried or something. I hurt a
Al,
lot.
Al,
It's on you guys.
can you get him on Loon Loon?
Yeah, I can do that. Um, I was Al's kind of he was looking at the threads for a minute, but then once the bodies started moving around, he got distracted by it, like, what are they? Okay, uh, yeah. Loon, can you help out a bit? She'll yip and walk on over.
No, that was
Oh,
Cielo speaking.
yeah, Sila's up here.
Oh,
Okay.
it's for oh, I thought it was for Rock's body. It was for Ciela's
No, no,
body.
no, no.
Okay.
Never mind.
As
Ben's
Lulu
about to try
I
and
approaches,
like reverse
yeah,
slinky them together. The,
yeah,
well, good news. I can pick up a Cielo. I cannot pick up a Rock.
yeah.
yeah, for real.
So
But yeah, do well. Actually, no,
I'll
y'all are close enough. I'll do another 4 merit die moment of courage to Cielo just to get some health.
all right. I'll let you guys take care of that. As Cielo hears your words, Davis, he's like, "Thanks, buddy." He's just climbing up with Al's assistance onto Loon Loon, and he just kind of like a small pup, kind of nestling
Ooh, damn.
into warm fur. He just kind of grabs on and just kind of curls up, and he's like barely conscious. He's like, "This is nice."
So
Oh,
Cielo gets 32 HP and 8 temp HP.
nice.
Plus, if again, they can spend 4 hit dice if they want.
All right. So Benatar with Karos asking the strange question, you continue focused on the task at hand with Rock. So you pick up his body and kind of aim it in the direction of where his essence is tethered. Are you pushing him face first towards his essence or back first towards his essence? Or are you trying to
Back.
line him up like
Yeah,
back
I'm
first?
trying to line up the tethers.
Gotcha, gotcha. So as you kind of sit there for a moment, lining it up, and you with the assistance of your flight, you're able to carry his body up, and it kind of it goes in. Go ahead and roll me a. Guess that would be another. Guess that would be another religion check. Or yeah, religion works.
Okay. So it's going to be
Awesome.
this plus 9.
Whoa.
Oh.
Okay. Nice try. Natural one. Still with a 10. So as you do, you feel for the you don't know what you feel like as your hands kind of pass through the floating essence of rock. and you get his body to line
Oh
up.
wait. Do we still have a group
We do. We have
inspiration?
two. We still have two.
You have to.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
that's
roll
fair.
again.
I'll mark it off.
Yeah, he has a 1.
Nah,
I
So,
mean, technically better.
yeah, it's still
isn't that
better.
a crit fail
Mm,
or a one? So
1, yeah. So as you kind of you push, and I would say Ben has. I don't remember if you were there for the Cryos fight, but when
Yeah, I think I was.
he
Yeah,
when
because
Karos
he
was
came in
possessed.
right after
Okay,
we
yeah,
did the Sunlit Spire.
yeah, gotcha. Yeah, so but I just don't remember if he was actually in that or if he was somewhere else for some reason, like other part
Oh,
of the camp. But um, if memory serves me correctly or incorrectly, you were, and you witness, Karos being possessed, and you've also experienced things similarly in the past when you traveled a little bit with your brother, especially before your brother was risen to such an elevated state. He would assist with entities refusing to cross over, and that would sometimes be in the form of a ghost or an apparition. You get that sense of that zing, that little tingle when your hands cross carrying Rock's body through and trying to push it back into it. It's ghost-like, maybe not entirely a ghost, but it feels similar to that. So he's not dead, he's not undead. There's a zing, and as you're kind of pushing it through, unfortunately, you're not able to kind of find that fusion or that connection, that merger together, and you just feel this unnatural zing through your body. Um, can you roll me a Constitution saving throw
for Rock or for Ben?
for Ben
Oh, okay.
Benatar? Which I think you have magical resistance because you're a planetar and all that stuff. So have fun with all those features.
Yeah.
let's see here. Yep, yep. Con bonus is yep. Advantage D20. Advantage.
All right,
Not bad.
nice. So 29, nice. Okay. So as you feel this zing and it travels and it actually, that shiver that down your spine, you feel your wings kind of branch out, like almost twitch without your control, and you get kind of control of them. You take half. uh, You take 13 points of force damage as Marb stabs you in the back. No, it's just I've had him surround. You take 14 points of force damage, and you can kind of see like it doesn't line up correct or something, and it almost like magnets, but not in a violent repel like opposite polarities or similar polarities. They just kind of push off, and you're not able to kind of get it together. Uh, uh, Go ahead and give me, because you're the only one that can see this, go ahead and give me a perception check. As you all, I would say Davis and Karos for sure, you kind of see this shiver kind of travel down Benatar's state.
Yeah.
Dang, that bonus is really helping. Um, plus 11, jeez. Um, it looks like the opacity, like how translucent Rock's essence was, maybe got a little bit more opaque. Like there's a little bit more, you see less through it.
I'll try to talk to him. Hey, Rock. See if I can get his attention.
None of you see this, but yeah, Ben, Natar, you'd see. He kind of responds to you. He like looks, blinks a couple times.
And he wasn't doing that before, right?
No.
Okay. I'm gonna try it again.
Okay, so you guys see again Ben pick up the body, try to line it up to this invisible something, leap up, flap his wings, line it up. Okay, can I get another religion check from you?
But this time I will guidance myself since I kind of know what's going on.
Okay, so you see him kind of prepare himself a little bit. He's
Yeah.
like calculating.
So what's plus?
Is there any way I can
plus
help you?
12?
I don't know what you're doing.
Well, and I go in. I'm trying to line up these tethers with these tethers to get his soul back in his body. It seemed like when I did it the last time, I had a shock go through my body, but now I can see him more clearly, the spirit form, and he's also responding to my questions. So I'm just trying to line this up as the best I can, and I'm not really sure exactly what I'm doing, so I'm kind of making this up as I go.
Okay, well, good luck.
Thanks.
I was gonna
What else?
say if you could figure out a way to cheer him on or something,
No, I
David,
was trying to think
for
of
him.
like. Actually, it's not really an opposed check, I'm guessing, so I can't bravura it, I'm assuming.
Yeah, unfortunately, he's not
But
really.
I do when I kind of it kind of clicks on me. I look at Al.
I don't know if he has any left.
I wouldn't know. Like,
Yeah.
Hmm.
Al, you got any juice left?
I got one left. Yeah, I'm looking at the threads a little bit. I'm like, huh? What? So you're still doing your ghost stuff? Okay. Yeah,
yep.
yeah, yeah.
I'm
You
like,
got this. If
yep.
anybody can do it, it's you.
Thank you. That gives me a plus 12. I mean, a
D12.
plus D12.
D12.
Yeah.
Yep.
God, if it's
Okay.
plus 12. Holy.
It's plus 12 plus a D4.
I mean, you get 6 because of your charisma, I guess, right? Huh?
Yeah, he
But
gets 6. Yeah,
that's
yeah.
crazy.
That's why I
Not
think
too
that was
bad.
35.
That
Okay.
is dope.
Oh, okay. Got it. I'm like looking at it.
Wow,
I'm
you
like,
rolled
why
a
is it a
9 and got a
D4 first?
35 because of the guidance and the freaking
Yep.
Yeah.
everything else.
So, with Al encouraging you, not even really knowing what you're doing, because again, Al, Benatar is the only one that can see what he's trying to do. Um, you see him like, float up his wings and try to line it up. Ben, this time you manage to push Rock and you kind of keep your fingers away from it. However, there's still that nature where you still touch this transition point.
Mm-hmm.
Um, because you rolled so well, I will give you the option to um, do you try to resist the zing or do you allow the zing to just go through?
Just zing away.
Zing away. All right, so you will take all of this
Okay.
Oof.
as you
Oh,
kind of
there's some high
prepare and
ones in
brace
there.
yourself. You kind of
Woo!
prepare it, and all of you just see what was previously kind of this shiver and this shake. Benatar, like his wings fold from, while he's kind of floating, and he just falls and like catches himself and like almost like, falls like on his knee, kind of like on his butt and catches himself like on his knees. And he's looking up, and Rock's body comes crashing down with it. And Ben, that's where you feel like, oh, something went. And you look, and Rock is just his body's down on the ground, flopped out, but you see the tether, and then he's just like floating in front of you, and just like looking at you. He's like gesturing to you, like, "What the fuck did you just do? You dropped me! What the hell?" Like he's clearly aware of what just happened. He's like, "What the fuck, man?" But he can't talk to you. Like
Right.
you see him mouthing, even like it's like you just can't hear anything. It's like frustrated.
But it's like not even in language because he doesn't understand language right now. It's just rah, 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 rah.
Yeah, like he's seemingly a little bit more there.
Al. Okay. I guess that's not gonna work.
Ben, no. All of you, if you are proficient in Arcana or Medicine, and because I'm assuming everyone's like looking what Benatar is doing, even though
Oh
you don't
yeah.
see the other half. Go ahead and give me one of those checks, medicine or arcana, because Ben's form is taking the brunt of this zingage.
Cielo
Something is
is technically
-4,
right. That
-2.
actually is applying currently. If you just roll for
Okay,
Cielo,
cool.
it should work.
Al goes for 17 Arcana.
I'll do
Okay,
Cielo
17.
since I'm already in here.
Okay,
It's funny as the way
got
it's
it.
set up. Is it's -1, -1. Ooh shit!
It's like,
Oh, it's because
oh, I
it's
believe
four.
in you. You can do that ghost thing. Oh, he did the ghost thing. Shit.
Yeah, so 23 for Cielo.
23 for Zala. Okay, Marb might be as well. Remember what his
he
are.
was he wasn't either for
Okay, he wasn't.
Arcana
Okay,
nor
cool.
medicine.
All right, cool. And
I mean,
Kara's might just be
Rock
still
obviously
distracted.
is
Yeah,
proficient or actually expertise in Arcana, but I don't think he's an option.
Did you guys notice how he shivered?
yeah.
He's like a minute behind everything that's
Yeah, I
happening.
love it.
Yeah, I'm
I
just.
love this confusion roleplay. This is perfect.
Yeah,
I
it's
love
funny
it.
is like I'm like a gog at both of you in very different ways. Like at Ben, I'm just like, oh come on, make
Ugh.
this work, and then I look at Carson, I'm like, what's going on?
What is happening? Um, Even like as he's like kind of Cielo just wants to nestle in and just forget this day and just kind of enjoy the fluff that is Loon Loon. But the commotion and the crash that was Benatar in his armor hitting this stone, um, with the strange ambient sounds, like this space, like, there's sound travels a long time and echoes strangely off the various rocks. It gets his attention. He's kind of looking, and he focuses on Ben, his friend, compadre, the guy that set him on a straighter path, if you would.
Yeah.
Um, Benatar's not looking good. It looks like what he's doing is taking away from Ben, and if Ben is able to communicate, which I imagine he would, like, Rock is gesturing like, what the fuck, like he's actually like responding and looking clear and stuff. Yeah, like with the 23 Arcana, Rock's state is taking like a ghost may steal one's strength and sap their strength. It's doing that to kind of restore and potentially remove some ailments on Rock's form. And Ben, once you kind of hear that come from Cielo, he's like, guys, I think Rock's kind of like taking away from you and using it for himself, buddy. I don't know. It's weird. But if you say you can see him better, you're starting to look like shit, buddy. I think you like shrunk a whole foot. I'm gonna close my eyes again. Ugh.
Yeah, you've earned it.
Puts his
Well,
thumb up.
I really didn't want to try to jump between planes with him tethered to himself because I don't want the tether to sever, but I don't think we have a choice.
So we have a
Like,
way out.
And I started pointing at all the little tears. Any one
yeah,
of those could potentially be a way out. As I'm just pointing like all over the place. I
you
have
guys see
no idea
nothing.
where they go.
Yeah.
So we see
So
nothing.
yeah, he's just pointing.
Yeah.
Like
Like,
you don't have true sight, so
right.
you can't actually see the damage. And Ben, as you do that and you're pointing, Rock's little soul like floats down and just starts walking and just walks right through you, like, and then starts walking around, starts walking through you, just humping.
You see me kind of look down. Everyone see me kind of look down and chuckle.
Yeah. Where? So I guess we'll have to follow you because I don't know what you're pointing to.
The problem is, I don't know where they go.
If it's not here,
Now,
it's better and almost.
well, that's not necessarily true. We could go into another place with another one of those things.
I mean, another one of those things could come here now. I don't know. Like,
That's you're right.
Davis, perception check,
oh, sure.
and then
No, and then
15.
And then you say that, you just kind of
Yeah, swivel my
glance
head.
around, listen. You hear some of these stone like asteroid things like crash into each other, make like a grinding sound, and then you'll see like one of them just turn to like putty and ooze and just kind of splash over the other one. And then as it fully forms through, it just kind of turns back into a solid state. But that's it. It doesn't look like there's any other entity that you would be considered alive short of you and your group.
now, how many people are here right now?
I mean, our group's big,
Um,
right? So, if you count Lun, it's 8, I think, right?
I
yes.
I kind of look at Al. I'm like, Al, I could try to plane shift us.
Uh, might be our best bet. You told me about the threads, and I've been trying to figure out a way to witness them myself, but it's hard to study what I can't see.
Well, plane shift, I can determine what plane of existence we appear on. Now, the problem is we're at on that plane we appear.
Hmm, hell of a question. All I
Ben.
get is a
Do
last
you
resort.
have the components for it? Is what I'm gonna
Yeah,
ask.
yes, I do.
Ben, I will say you do have things from the material plane. You do have things that Marb is holding that is of a location that you guys were trying to fix. So maybe that'll help. I don't know. I'm giving you that
Also,
because of your intelligence right now.
Yeah.
read the second paragraph of Plane Shift.
Yeah, but I don't know the teleportation circle.
Yeah, but Al has drawings of them, I believe.
Does it go?
Mass.
Does it go all the way back?
Basically, it says if you
Just
know the
think.
sigil sequence of a teleportation circle on another plane of existence, the spell can take you to that circle. So it would be a you can go where you want. It just has to be a teleportation circle.
Mhm.
I wasn't sure.
Well, yeah, James can read that, but the problem is I'm not really familiar with Al and his teleportation circle stuff.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah.
We've used the quarter stars.
We have used it, but I didn't know he had like drawings and stuff of it.
Oh, okay.
Gotcha, gotcha.
But if he has drawings of them, okay, I'll just ask Al, the teleportation circle that you use, do you happen to have the drawings of the sigils?
Yeah, yeah. I've got copies. I've got. That's usually how I have to chalk them on the ground before we can use them. But
Well, that
I,
is an option. We can go to your teleportation circle.
for circles, though, yeah, I have quarter stars. Check my check my bag. But
Also the temple, I think. Or no, that's not a teleportation circle. That's just
That's a word of
the
recall.
word of recall. That's right.
Well, that is an option.
Actually, didn't you get some from the tower itself?
Yeah, I think so.
I have the mini Magnus figurine, but it's not a circle. It'd be a the familiar item. I forgot the
Yeah,
term.
Right. No,
yeah,
yeah, it's
Yeah,
a different
a
thing.
point of familiarity. Yeah,
yeah.
or an
Yeah.
object that you're familiar with.
Now the other caveat is we've seen how magic kind of goes a little
Ooh,
wonky here.
Yeah, but it's always good for us, right?
That is true.
you got a point.
Okay,
True.
Ben, you hear Davis say it's always good for us, and then you just see Marb walk up to Ben. No, yeah, yeah, the Rock walk up to Ben. Nah, Jesus names. Okay, Benatar. You see Rock's essence walk up to Davis and just slap the ever living shit out of him,
But I
and his
don't feel
hand goes
anything,
through.
right? Yeah.
Yeah,
So I'm just sitting there like,
Ooh,
it's been great. What are
that
you talking about?
ooh, that would have hurt.
Wait, what?
and then you just see Rock point at his body, point at himself, and point at Davis. It's like, "Oh,
Well, Brock is pointing at his body and then at his spirit and then at
Oh,
you,
yeah, okay. Fair.
mocking what you just said. And he did try to slap you extremely hard, but it went right through your chest.
Hmm. I'll like
and
look kind of in a vague direction that I think he might be in and be like, sorry, bud. You're right.
You just Benatar. You just see Rock's essence sit on Rock's body and just hump.
So I'm gonna look at Rock and say, Rock, do you understand the words that I'm speaking?
He just nods. Yes.
What do you think? Okay, should we plane shift? Because he's probably the smartest, one of the smartest people that I know as far as when it comes to magic.
He looks at you and he's like, looks around. You just see him like take in this entire space, and then he honestly just shrugs and then says, like with his hands, kind of like, maybe.
Okay, well, I'll kind of look at everybody. Worst case scenario is Rock's spirit gets severed, and I just resurrect him.
So what's gonna
Interesting.
happen now?
Wait,
So I'll tell them that Rock can answer yes and no questions, and he just kind of shrugged when I said plane shift.
hmm. Actually, just out of random flavor question
Mhm.
is Telly still orbiting Rock's head? Like, is it like orbiting or is it
Yeah,
like dormant now?
no. Telly and the broken
Oh,
engine
the engine too.
and his
Yeah.
crown of stars have not faded. Like
Yeah.
they're just
Okay. Interesting.
like he's in this weird state. So Davis, I will give you that's like kind of good. He's not dead. He's not
Yeah.
even really unconscious. He's just something else. He's
Right. Yeah. I'll just notice. I'll be like, oh, yeah. Yeah. Get us the hell out of here. This place. Ugh.
Okay, I'll look at Al and say if you could show me the sigil sequence, please.
Also, we all gotta huddle up.
Hmm. Okay, so with plane shift, it's not a we're not targeting. Are we targeting the
We are targeting. It's more of a tether, if you will. I'm tethering the to that magical energy in that circle based on the sigil sequence, so that I can pull us from here to pull us to that location.
So it would take us to that teleportation circle.
Yes, and how big is that circle again? Because I kind of look around because we have to make sure we all fit inside of it.
Hmm.
No,
Don't
you don't.
stress about that too much. You
It just
don't
puts you next to it.
actually. You're good. Yeah, it'll.
But we're gonna take the Hecaton with us. The name Fredward.
It
He
says 8 willing creatures, so he can't come.
Also, he did.
No,
He not a
he's technically
creature.
not a
oh,
creature at this point. Yeah,
you're just a sludge,
He's
stone,
an object.
everything.
he's everything all at once.
Hmm. Okay, okay.
I don't
Yeah,
think even
I've
if if like we were to enlarge and enhance and all that other stuff, that anybody could carry that.
No,
Enlarge,
It's
enlarge.
many
The-
thousands and thousands and thousands
I
of pounds.
I must reiterate. This thing is the largest, maybe even thing y'all have ever
Right.
seen.
Including
Like
like
short of a mountain,
structures. Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Like this thing was 100 feet tall.
Yeah, this
Like
is
the
bigger than
largest
the
living
Rocket's
creature
tower.
we've ever seen.
Yeah, like it. Yeah, it dwarfs mage towers. It dwarfs some like naturally occurring, geological structures. This
Yeah.
thing is just massive.
Okay, well, let me know when you're ready, Al.
specify target destination general terms. 'Cause yeah, familiar object doesn't help at all.
No, this is plane shift,
Um,
not teleport.
yeah. So yeah, the only sequence of sigils I have are for the quarter stars.
Uh, Marb will say, "Well, I mean, I have this," and he pulls out of his pocket one of the stone tablets that made up the teleportation circle. You
Oh
want to
right.
use those? I got all three.
Wait, was it only this three all we needed?
Well, he pulls out, and then they start getting bigger as he pulls them out, puts it on the ground, pulls out the other one, and they almost perfectly line up, like it was broken into three pieces. And it's a sort of, it's multiple tiles, right?
Right.
It is the what is it, the 10-foot radius circle. So like these are large slabs now.
Wait, is that all we needed to get out of here then?
Okay, I thought we were looking for a fourth piece. Yeah, this looks like a full circle to me.
I'll let
We
you
have
say that there is some damage to it, but you can say like that was like 90. You know, like the cracks. The cracks aren't necessarily even. So there may be some pieces missing, but it's
you know
pretty
where the
well.
cracks are. I can assume 12 sigils or so. I can get close enough.
Yeah, exactly.
Just everybody hold your breath when we. I don't know. Hey,
As Al says that, I look at Rock. I'm looking for his expression.
Good point.
could I you guys could I have a couple minutes to try and copy this down before we start going anywhere? I
Yeah, sure.
think
I will go
It's
ahead and
not like we have anywhere else to go.
I'm gonna go ahead and start a respite just in case if it takes more than 10 minutes. I wanna
Sure, sure,
be like,
sure.
everybody gather around.
Um,
Let's time for a little pep talk. Just hopefully we can get the fuck out of here. If we're gonna be here, I might as well, get the juices flowing for us, get us going. Not just kind of go into my diatribes
yeah.
and got walking around, checking on every single one of us, kind of talking like just putting my hand on like Cielo's chest and be like, no, don't get up, just chill. I got you. And just trying to ease everyone's pain and do all the good stuff.
I like it. And so potential respite kicked in.
Potential,
Got
yeah.
it.
Which I'll use, which means I think I just use it even if we don't
You do.
finish
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah. Rocker to Benatar kind of gives it like a thumbs up for Al to copy. He's like, he just kind of like starts looking around this whole space, just like he can't do anything. So Al, go ahead and give me a spell casting check just to see how well you're able to copy the glyph and um fill in the cracks to the best of your ability.
fantastic. Okay,
Shit. Sometimes it says, Karos, give me a Wisdom saving throw.
Oof. That's an owl though, not a
That's
bad.
an Al, not a bit. Okay, got it.
26.
26. It at first you start hesitating. I kind of like I feel bad, but this is Al's character. At first you start to hesitate because you always have this instinct to not trust yourself initially,
Mm-hmm.
and then you just kind of breathe and you just allow yourself. You allow your hands to do the work as like when you play when you play your pan flute, you're not thinking, your fingers just work. When you're playing the lute, you're not thinking, your fingers just strum. Same kind of thing. You just trust your fingers. You kind of calm yourself and then just start and making small, but making assumptions on where some of these glyphs may have lined up more properly and kind of if there might have been a piece missing, you kind of fill it in. Hopefully the allegretto touch is what is needed. And then after a couple of minutes where you're like, you take your time with it and as large, you kind of go in and fill in a little bit more. So about 5 minutes will pass and you're just like, yeah, that's that's good. That should do. I hope. But 85-15, you're feeling pretty good. You're like, yeah,
I'm feeling
yeah,
confident.
yeah, yeah. Um,
16 for wisdom save.
16 for wisdom. Um, go ahead and roll me a d10. Dave, is that a 9?
That's a 9, yeah.
Ooh.
Or wait, no, that was Al rolling a 9.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, not
Look at
you.
my character.
My apology. Yeah, my apology. I meant to do Karos.
7.
All right, let me look real quick. Sorry, I should have said who. I apologize. Yes, Karos.
Yeah, way to waste that 9. That could have been mine.
That's how the RNG works.
That's how the RNG. You
Yeah,
you
it just
vampire it away.
It's just a
it
cube.
RNGs it all. Yeah, it queues them all up. Like there's like 7,000
Pew, 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 pew.
They just
rolls all
randomly
queued up.
generated 5 billion rolls and put it in memory ahead of time, and then they just tick off each one.
Yeah.
I mean, that's how I would code it.
Next.
Just one big array.
Yep.
Karos, your that voice on your flail says, "Man, you guys are boring. We were having so much fun, and now I'm just like dangling here and meh. This sucks. You want to hit somebody? Huh? Huh? Want to hit somebody?
Maybe the guy walking around talking to everyone.
Uh, A creature uses its action to make an attack against a randomly determined creature within reach. If there is no creature within reach, the creature does nothing on its turn. Your choice. If you think one of your friends is in choice, you can allow your flail to hit somebody, as you are still under the effects of confusion.
Nice. I will say Davis definitely
Hmm.
is like checking in on every single individual person throughout this, but it's up to you.
Maybe like it like twitches towards you, but like I'm so like out of focus that there's not like any real strength
Oomph.
behind it.
Yeah, that's fair. I will allow that. That's fair.
It's like the flail like lunges at a dude.
Okay, I'll allow that. That's fine. So yeah, Davis, you just kind of see Carlos like has like a muscle spasm in his arm, his flail kind of limply just punk on against you.
But no, hey, yeah, no, you're ready to go. That's cool. Yeah, and like I'm back into like after a brief like I'm knocked out of respite mode. I'm like back into coach halftime speech mode. I'm like, no, yeah, I like that energy. That's good. Yeah, ready
I
to.
love
Let's,
it.
yeah, no, yeah, but save it, save it. Let's but it's good to be always ready. I love it. So yeah, we're gonna get the hell out of here. Al's got this in the bag. Marb literally had it in the bag. And I'm just kind of just riffing off of that.
I like it. I like it. All right, cool. Al, you are at that point where you're like, it's pretty good. Pretty good. The circle to the base of the, I guess it would be
The Nexus,
Rocket's teleportation nexus. If you want to label it,
and then
or you could put Magnus Tower.
I think I give it a proper name.
time wise, we're looking at.
I would say the respite could.
Okay.
If Al wanted to take, yeah, you started a little bit before, so the respite kind of takes in.
Okay, so everybody can click the short rest button.
And if you have spent hit dice, let Davis
Right,
know, and
because
he
I
can
can give them back.
distribute hit dice. Yeah. Yeah, so everyone gets a short rest,
If
except
if what
for Rock.
what's with the hit die thing?
I can give you some back. So if you click the short rest, you can
Ah,
go ahead and do like it'll pop up a thing that allows you to roll hit dice to recover.
yep.
So you can do that as much as you want. But then
Davis as part of the respite if
I
he
can
wants to
give back
click it.
10 hit dice because it's twice my proficiency bonus that I can dole out.
Gotcha.
Because the warlord makes you eat your hit dice, so that he's like,
Yeah, so
here,
I'm like, here, have them
give some
back.
Yeah.
So these ones do have con bonus.
I'll let you guys do all that, and then we'll continue moving forward.
I'll let my window for the short rest. Where'd it go?
You got real quiet.
Me? Oh.
Yeah, you did.
Oh,
Yeah, there you go.
I
That's better.
pushed the microphone away. Hello, I'm back.
Hello.
How many hit dice can we do for a short rest? As many as we
As
want,
as you
right?
want.
As many as you have.
You only
Yeah.
get back half on a long rest, though, right? Remember, don't forget.
Yeah, unless if there's some other things that could negate it or make it less.
Bam!
Well,
Ah, chill.
Oh yeah, you would be D10s in the. That's right, the planetary state. Yep, yep.
Oh shit, that's right.
That's why I spent so many because I'm like, I'm not going to get them anymore.
That's true.
That was actually 4. I misclicked.
That's fine. You're good. All right, and I'll let Davis
If
determine
you just
who
put
gets
your
how
put your
many.
total hit dice, put your total hit dice in the chat when you're done. Actually, I guess I should.
Don't do mine because they're not my hit dice.
Okay. And I'm assuming obviously Rock can't
woo.
take this.
Concaros, what?
No, Rock did not benefit from the respite. He's also listening. He's like,
I'll do yellow, I guess.
oh yeah,
How many can you give back to total? As
10 total.
okay.
But he's got to split them up.
I gotta
Or
split
he
them up.
doesn't
Yeah.
have to. He can literally give
That's true.
one
I can just
person
take
10
them all.
if
I
he
can
wants.
actually use all 10 because I have 10 missing.
I gotta do Loon Loon.
Yes, don't forget that. And Pebble is not available. Pebble is.
Yeah, I'm not gonna go past half on Cielo.
I
I don't
used
think.
4.
So if anybody's below half their used hit dice, let me know.
Can Cielo do a short
I've
rest?
only got
He
5
is. I'm doing
left.
his short rest.
Fine, be that way.
I forgot what
Sorry,
Loon
I
Loon's
knew
hit
you
die
were.
are.
You're having to deal with like a character sheet that doesn't even make sense right now. So I figured I
know.
could deal with the one that mostly does.
I've got 5 left total out of my 16.
Oh, okay. I've got 6 of my 16. Yeah, I'll just give us. Is anybody else below half hit dice?
7.
Actually, I'll use like 2 more on Cielo, I think.
Yeah. She's probably having a lot of fun bitching about my mom to Tammy. I would
Okay.
guess. You know what I mean? It's just like, which is fine. She's more than welcome to do that. But I was like, hopefully she's having fun, not actual like grumpy fun. You know?
No, we don't know.
Oh shit! Oh damn! That was meant to be.
I know. Well, I mean, I could restore Lunen's hit dice, I suppose, right?
Yeah, 1 or 2.
Well, yeah, because if I give her 2, then she gets back all of them on the on a long rest, I should say.
Yo.
So 2 for me, 2 for Cielo, 3 for Karos, 2 for Lunlun, and then if nobody else is below half, I'll take 1 more. So 3 for me, 3 for Karos, 2 for Cielo, 2 for Lunlun. That's the split.
Thank you.
Okie dokie.
Perfect.
All right. Cool. Yeah. So with that, as you guys kind of gather,
Oh,
I
and also, sorry,
hey,
the exhaustion reduction. So,
oh,
everybody
that's true.
reduces their exhaustion by 1. So Cielo's back at 0, Marb should be back at 0. Or sorry, so Cielo should be at 1, not at...
That is correct.
Marb should
That
be
was
at
like
0, and then Rock can't be... It didn't benefit, so he won't.
Marb did not benefit from it. Yeah, Rock did not benefit from it. He's
Right,
getting
Marb
names
did, but
mixed up
not...
today. Sorry. Yeah.
I'm taking the exhaustion off of Marb. Okay. I think that finishes the respite.
All right. How are you guys preparing to plane shift with a teleportation circle?
Or are we plane shifting, or are we just using the teleportation circle?
I don't know.
Yeah, actually, Davis will ask out loud.
Were
So,
we supposed to? Were we supposed to just repair the teleportation circle, or were we supposed to bring it back out of here?
Um, that's you asking. Um, you as players don't even know. Like, it's something y'all could use to possibly mend the tear. Because Al was doing some research and kind of figured out that you guys probably tore a hole in reality, and it just happened to link up. So if you could close the circle, it may close the connection, kind of thing. Turn off the faucet, as it were.
for like the Green Hill area, we mean, right? Or just for the tower? I don't actually remember.
No, well, I mean, I think you guys are, if I remember right, the assumption is that it's coming from the main tears are coming from here, and that's bleeding into the Green Hill area.
Right.
And if you allow it to go on for a year, 100 years, it may spread elsewhere or
Right.
more and more. So
And this would stop that.
this is your what you guys came up with as an attempt to, or at least
Ah,
possible solution to stop. Yeah. You're like, what if we turn it off?
yeah, okay.
How do we turn it off? We need the circle, don't we? Or something like that. So, all right. Paint my picture. What are you guys doing?
Yeah.
Who's where? Who's standing what? Who's touching what? Oh, Karis, at the end of this respite, go ahead and roll me a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
So since we have I don't even know what the hell is gonna happen with the tablets that Marp has once we get out of here. If we get back to
Can't.
Materia proper, that might be dangerous.
Do you have any
Or do we have to
Uh,
indominables
kill
left?
people?
Oh yeah, I could do indomitable.
Up to you.
I wasn't sure if you had any left.
I do. I didn't have to really use any during that
Oh,
fight.
perfect.
Hey, bud.
Indomitable. Consume.
Consume the indomitable. I think at your next level you get all 3 charges.
Yep. It even says at the bottom of the text on there.
Oh, does
You
it?
reroll
Oh
with
yeah.
your with +5 on it.
Okay. Wisdom +5.
Yeah, you become. We made it so.
Oh,
There
let's
we
go.
go.
All right.
25.
Okay. All right. I'll give it to you. You don't have to roll a d10 to shake it off. Um. Yeah. You. After this rest and after Davis talking, and even after your annoying flail just saying you're kind of lame for not hitting things, you kind of start clarity kind of starts coming in, and as you kind of start breathing normally, and sitting there, kind of taking in what's going on, you kind of come to the realization, it's like when you like you catch yourself when you're drunk, like when you're drunk,
Mm-hmm.
kind of situation. You kind of catch like something was off, and I realized that I've been just loopy and missing things. You know what happened? Like you're like fuck. You're back. You're back to normal. You're no longer. You don't have to be. Things don't have to be repeated to you anymore, and all that.
Okay.
You're like, ugh, that
Cause it's
sucked.
kind of like I was trying to think of it, which is hard to put into words, but it's kind of like it was more of like processing everything, like everything was jumbled. Like he could hear and see and whatever, but it was like all the pieces were coming to him in out of order. So
Perfect.
that's why it
Yeah,
was like time is needed to piece the thing together of like, wait, what did he just say? It
I
was
like it. Yeah, yeah. That's a good way to interpret how it was affecting you. I like that a lot. That's cool. Yeah.
oh god, that's so much better.
Good, good. I'm glad. So yeah, Davis claps his hands together like, "What's next? Where we got? How you doing, bud?" And looks at Al. We good?
Uh, so yeah, my two main concerns. Um, Marp, the hell do we think is gonna happen to those tablets once we get out of this dimension? Are those gonna be okay in your pocket?
Oh, my pockets are out of this world.
Nice.
Yeah. No. They're man. I don't want it to rip a hole or crush me, man. Um, as, uh, how about we just carry them with us? He looks at Davis and Benatar and Karos like, eh? Muscle
How
crew?
I
Sure.
know that they are like how big do they look like together? I know that it's like acts weird
Yeah.
in here, but like
No,
trying
so
to
like,
perceive it.
yeah, if proper, Al, you can correct me because you have teleportation circle on your thing. I think a teleportation circle has to be a minimum of 10-foot radius.
That sounds right. Yes, it is. Oh,
Diameter, I think.
10-foot diameter.
Diameter, because
Cool,
it's not
cool.
that big, right? So, like, you can hold a chunk. It's gonna be heavy because it's made of, well, the floor, the
Just like
stone,
it's like a door,
whatever.
but it's a floor.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's like a
yeah.
third of a door.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah.
you're strong enough to carry it, but it's like, you won't be able to walk around with it a lot of time because it's just awkwardly weighted and shaped, and it's fatiguing. You could carry it for a bit.
Sure.
Yeah, fine. I mean, I can just like lash it to my bag or something. I got some rope. I'll immediately just take a piece, start lashing it to
Sure.
my stuff.
And for the sake of argument, we'll just say, that they're roughly the same size, right? It's broken 3 pieces. All right. So
Okay.
please walk me
Actually, I'll pack
through
all 3.
how.
I'll carry all 3. I mean, unless they weigh over 150 pounds, I don't. Which is possible. I don't know.
It is possible. It would be. I'd say you might be. How is that your carrying capacity before you
Yeah,
become encumbered,
basically.
or
Yep,
like fully encumbered, or just
fully.
encumbered?
Well, no,
Oh, fully encumbered.
Maximum would be 600. So yeah, no. Like,
Yeah.
I would just be encumbered at 150, not the.
You can, if you, yeah, you could definitely carry like 1 or 2 and be encumbered at the second one. You could hold all 3 and suffer, a
Right.
high degree of encumbrance. I don't think it would make you like where you couldn't
Could
move.
I just carry them out of a strength of 24?
And you are a size larger,
Yep.
I mean, I could hold
probably.
one too.
Yeah.
So if you could hold at least 2 of them, and I can hold the other one.
Yeah, sure.
Owl's
However,
drawing a really big chalk circle while they're arguing about this.
yes, I like this.
But
Have you
somebody
seen
And
Bigfoot?
also has to carry rock.
Yeah, you do that. We'll take the things.
Okay, I got rock.
okay, cool.
Now
He's probably heavier.
I'm arguing with his spirit. Get over here. Get over inside the circle.
He just like a pouty, toddler, just shuffles over slowly.
Can he hear us, Ben, or just see us? I don't. Like
Well,
while I'm tying
Rock,
this
can
knot.
Rock, you can see them, right?
He just nods.
He says yes, he can see them. See
But can
you.
he hear us?
Can you hear
Like,
them?
he's like nods.
Oh.
Yes, he
Like,
can hear
yeah.
you.
Buddy, we're gonna get you out of here.
Rock, don't make that gesture.
Rock, no!
I get it. He's upset.
No, I don't know if he made that gesture.
No, I know
or
you didn't.
not.
I know you were lying.
I just made it up.
Hey, what do you know? Benatar has a sense of humor.
Wait a minute. But Ben then also hears in his mind. He's like, "You're lying. I know it." Because he can hear. He tells when he can hear a lie.
Mm-hmm.
Hello.
I heard myself lie.
No. He's like, ooh. He's like, wait, but I doesn't mean I can't lie.
That's right. It does.
He's just intimately aware of his own lying. He's like, ooh, that's heavy.
No,
I just
on like another level.
yeah,
Like,
It's like
that's actually
no,
I've
pretty
messed with
funny.
Zone of Truth before, but this is something else.
like I for sure know when I'm lying, even when I think I'm not lying, I'm lying.
Just don't tell Marb that you can do this, because he might try to just keep you here and then bring people to you.
That Bauer becomes the big evil guy and just like traps Benatar
Yeah.
here.
Yep.
All right. So
Ben's existence becomes nothing but a lie detector.
lie detector,
Yes,
yeah.
Marb, they're lying. Yes, Marb. No, let me out. No, you can't get out, son of a.
Despite the fact that you can play shift.
Yeah, exactly.
You're just like, I can't hurt Marp's feelings. All right. So please, sorry, this has been hilarious. How are you guys lining up, configuring, circling? Al's been drawing the circle on chalk on this large slab. Al, it gets a little frustrating at times because sometimes when you're drawing, like it feels like stone, and then all of a sudden your hand will just kind of like, either start scraping and it just like slides like ice across the stone, and then, or sometimes it just gets like your chalk literally gets stuck, and you feel like, and you like stare at it and you see like the stonework begin to like send up like little teeny tiny, like millimeter like tendrils trying to grab at your chalk, and the chalk starts to blend with the stone and you just kind of peel it away and you're like, no.
Just slap it down. Bad floor.
Yeah.
Bad floor.
Yeah, exactly. You start drawing again, and then you
And I
draw
remember
one
your
and you
shit
see
today.
and you draw like one of the glyphs. It's just like intricate, like like spiraling design, and then you just see it start spiraling on its own. I'm like, really? Like, why is it becoming animated?
I gesture broadly and walk away for like 10 seconds. Like, are you serious?
I can't even right now.
I can't.
Another one that looks like like it would be, yeah, you know how like when you draw stuff and it looks like it has feet and has legs, it just like props up and starts just walking around inside of the circle, just waiting for you to finish. Just a little chalk like drawn figurine, just do 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 do. Chaos, baby.
It's madness.
Mhm. But yeah, the circle is done to the extent of its acting up and misbehaving.
Yeah, Davis is just waiting for you to tell us what the hell to do.
Okay, that took a little longer than expected. I think we should try and do this before it starts trying to run away again. Um, we're under the assumption we're on a different plane. I look around. I think
Yeah.
that's a good assumption. Uh, Ben, are you able to cast a spell while carrying all that?
Do I need to cast a spell? I thought you just did the teleportation circle.
We can use since so I can use teleportation circle to teleport to that destination within our plane.
Yes.
When we plane shift,
Uh,
plane shift can do the same thing but to another plane, from
Yeah.
another plane.
Okay, so
So
I'm
what?
gonna plane shift
ma-
this back to your teleportation circle, and then we're gonna go from that teleportation circle to the other teleportation circle.
I think so.
This is a
So
fancy new one, so I think
Well,
it
no,
belongs to Rocket.
because the way I understand it is I have to teleport to a teleportation circle that's already in existence, and the one you just drew out is the one we're carrying. So I don't want to end up right back here.
You would never end up here. There's no teleportation circle here.
But no, the teleportation circle is here because we're carrying it.
I
yep,
just copied it
and
from
we're
Oh,
the.
here.
okay. But I thought okay. Yeah, I don't
So
actually
I don't.
understand.
So
I don't actually understand what the three pieces have done for us, though.
sorry, the three pieces represent the floor. The three pieces are the teleportation circle of the Nexus. They might not be your ticket out of here. They may be a ticket to so he's having something completely different. I think someone somewhere got a little bit confused, but I let y'all run with it because I thought maybe you guys figured something out. So the three slabs that make up the teleportation circle represent the teleportation circle that was in the Nexus. So Al has now a perfectly drawn with his own assumptions and little bits of chaos splattered in teleportation circle that represents the three slabs that Karos and Davis are carrying.
But does that circle also exist in the Nexus?
Maybe.
I mean, didn't we see it?
Might
The
be
Isn't
way
that
part of
how
the
we knew
Nexus.
it?
the way I'm understanding it is when this whole thing went off, it ripped the circle out and got sucked
Yes.
into where we're at.
Oh, okay.
So that's why I'm saying if I cast this spell, I'm gonna teleport to the circle you guys were holding in your hands.
Well, yeah, it's strapped to my back now, but yeah. Or two pieces are strapped
Yep.
to my back, but yeah.
That's why I was saying if we could go to the one that Al knows,
Then we could teleport we could plane shift to the circle that he knows, and then teleport from there back to the tower with the little icon of.
That's safer,
Well,
and it's
but if
worth
the
it.
circle's not in the tower anymore,
No, no, no.
Hmm.
He brought a little icon, so something physical and tangible from the
oh,
tower
so you
with him.
teleport the spell. Got it.
Yes.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
we plane shift to get back to Materia
Right.
to a circle in the city or where it doesn't really matter.
Whichever one, yes.
And then we go from there back to the tower using the little stone effigy to helping make sure that we don't go off course.
Think that's our best bet. I like that plan a little better.
Cool. DM
Um,
likes it.
the
I'm just
sigil
thinking
is shaped like a guy that kept trying to run away. I'm gonna kick him and tell him he's free. You can do what you want. Get out of here. Get out of here.
it as it's there's not like the it's the guy that's missing the upper half, so it's just like the stick, and it just looks at you, and then looks at like it, as if it's looking at you, and then just starts running as fast as it can, and you just see it run off the ledge,
Oh, it did not want to be with us.
and it's just running in void space.
We should just get out of here as soon as we can.
Yeah. What do we need to do, Ben?
I need the sequence to whichever teleportation circle we are going to.
I don't feel safe erasing some chalk. This ground is a little.
No, we're talking about the circle of stars, not the one you just drew, or quarter stars, not the one you just drew.
Yeah, yeah. I was thinking of erasing some bits and
Oh
reusing
no,
this
no,
one,
I
but
don't. I don't need a representation. I just need the sigil sequence.
so it don't have to be the
Yeah, you
full
don't need to actually
proper. It
draw
can
it
just
and
be.
use the chalk.
No, I just need the sigil sequence, which is the location that you're teleporting to, right? Where the X, the Y, and the Z axes converge to that point.
Okay, then yeah, I've got it drawn here, so you can just. Uh, I just call it teleportation sigil collection. I never found out it was like a scroll case, I guess.
Give me 1 second, guys. Give me one
Yep.
second. You guys can talk.
Then yeah, I'll say that. Al takes out a small scroll case and he'll roll out his reference, his paper copy of the sigil of the quarter stars.
Yeah,
Um, so it's got the full circle, but then bits and pieces make up the sigil, to my understanding.
yeah. Because I'm thinking like a Stargate, right?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
The Stargate tells you this is where you're at in the universe. All I need to do is see the sequence, and then I can go there.
Yerp.
All right. So you guys figured out what you're doing, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. So we're gonna engage the teleportation circle, and then I'm going to run to collect, and then we will take our break, and then hopefully we will continue when I get back. So I want to go
Well,
through the
We're
sequence
gonna
real quick.
plane shift
we're
now.
going to
Yes.
engage the plane shift.
Yes. Sorry, that's what I meant. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So do you all need to be touching for plane shift?
We need to be holding hands in a circle.
All right.
Anyone who link hands in a circle are transported to a different plane of
Yes.
existence.
All right.
One request for the team. Can I ask everybody to like use their shoes and start destroying the previous circle before we get out of here?
Sure.
It's ours. It's
Sure.
ours. We own it now.
Don't you have prestidigitation?
I don't trust this ground. It literally part of the circle ran off into the void. I can still see him. He's shrinking in a distance like a balloon you dropped. It just floats
And
into space.
and there's, like I said, this little spirally design that's just spinning on its
Got it.
own. So yeah.
Got it.
I was getting bigger.
All right. Who is touching rock?
I'm holding rock.
Okay.
I'll take Rock on the other hand. Where's he being?
Okay.
He's being held. He's not one of the 8 people holding hands.
Okay.
Well, he has to be. He is still a creature.
He is a creature, so he needs to
Well,
somehow
I can
participate.
hold him and grab one of his hands with my hand while holding someone else's hand, and then someone else can grab his hand
Yes.
in
Okay.
my
So
arms.
which
Then
two
I'll
hand? Yeah.
I'll hold Rock's. I'll hold Rock and Lun Lun.
Okay. So as you guys are holding Ben, you see him kind of tethered and sitting there, and he just looks at you, and then he kind of does the motion like he's holding both of y'all's hands just for the sake of it.
Got
And
it.
I need Al and I need Ben to give me a, what was I making you guys do? Constitution saving throws? Yeah, con saves.
Okay.
As Ben,
Everybody?
you feel a familiar zing. No, just
Oh,
the
just
two
Ben.
that are touching rock.
Oh, here
Yeah.
it comes.
And then Al,
And
give me a zing. Zing.
You.
Alright.
My what the hell? Eldritch Mind is only for concentration, right?
Yeah, this is just rock
Okay.
unintentionally. Al, you take 37 points of force damage. Ben, you take 16.
Okay.
No, is that right? 16?
no, 18. No, sorry.
18.
Yeah, 18.
18, yeah. As you guys feel this zing, and Al, you feel yourself do what you saw Benatar do a few times. You're like, oh, and then Ben, you engage the whatever you're doing.
Well,
And
Al's doing a DC check for something.
Let's
Concentration.
retcon. Hey, 15 minutes ago, I dropped haste on you when it timed out after 1 minute, so you got
Yeah.
for a second.
that's
Oh. Oh no! Oh, hold on. Doesn't haste make me lethargic and shit?
Yeah, he's saying it. He's
Yeah,
retconning it so that you didn't have it
Okay.
automatically.
because it only lasted 1 minute, so this probably gave out like 15
Yeah.
minutes
Lasted
ago.
6 seconds.
Okay.
Lethargy is not a stun. It's just
Got
that
it.
you lose your action on that turn
Okay.
or whatever.
So plane shift just occurs. We're all willing.
So Ben does his best to, grab the tuning fork that he has. Y'all are all
Mhm.
willing. Y'all kind of get there. Ben, as you feel this zing, it almost interrupts because it's like while you guys are casting, right? You feel it and it almost interrupts your cast, and you're able to pull it off. But in that moment, you see Rock, his little form, almost become solid, and then just gets sucked into his body like in that moment, and then you feel yourselves get ripped and torn and tumbled apart, and it's that intense nausea spaghettification feeling again. And Ben, in your mind, you're like, oh fuck, I messed up, and we're gonna take a break.
You